Hello Virgos, welcome to Mystic Crow Tarot. I am your psychic medium, tarot and oracle reader. And this is your mid-September to end of September 2017 Virgo reading. I'm using the Enlightenment Pack by Chuck Spizzano, illustrated by Allison J. for clarifiers today. And without any hesitation, I ask that you go forth in this reading with a very open mind. Know that it is not going to apply to everyone. It is just not possible. But if something small does connect with you, and you do find a connection with me, please just go to my website if you're interested in getting a personal one-on-one reading with me, and I'll be happy to book something with you. Also check your sun, moon, and rising sign. And if you do like the video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It's much appreciated. So Virgo, I'm feeling lots and lots and lots and lots of love around you. And these are general readings. I don't generalize them with romance or anything. It's kind of whatever it is that needs to pop up for the month that you need to take care of, that you'll connect with in the reading. So I feel like a lot of you that are going to be listening to this video have a lot of love, like lots of love. It's really nice, actually. So I'm also getting, excuse me, I have a frog in my throat today. Also getting a four-leaf clover around you. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of luck in the love area for you. Some of you are getting ready to make a move, and I'm feeling that a lot of you that are actually Virgo, possibly Libra cusp, there's going to be a lot of things that have been working out over the past 7 years that actually come to fruition for you by the beginning of the year. So from November, I'm going to say until February. Again, I'm not looking at astrology here. I'm just getting what they're giving me. So I'm feeling that if you haven't found that love right now, I'm guessing by February, the ball is going to be in your court. It's going to be rolling, and there's going to be some things. So you want to be really aware of that, Virgo. The other thing is I'm getting someone who is spending a lot of time looking up at the sky, and I see a lot of clouds. So I don't know if you're kind of a cloud dreamer and you're... You know, maybe you do it with your kids. I've done it with mine of, what do the clouds look like? What can we see in the clouds today? So they're kind of bringing my attention to that for whatever reason. And I feel as if you need to just kind of keep it with you. If it doesn't make sense to you, then it might be something nice to try with your kids. I don't know. I'm not going to read in it too much for you, but just kind of know that they're bringing that up. Excuse me. The other thing is with work. If you are in a really happy relationship right now, then I expect things work-wise to be what is going to be something that you're going to be loving. And when you find something that's grounding you, that is your passion, and then you know what? Everything else starts to fall together. So you start to connect with people that you love. You start to get in the surroundings that you love. Your vibe is there. Your mojo is there. So there's a lot of love in your reading this week. Lots of green too. I have a couple clarifiers from the Enlightenment Pack here. And also when I'm looking at your, when I close my eyes and I'm kind of looking at your astrological sign, I'm also getting a lot of love, which is also connected with the heart chakra. So I'm telling you, love, 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 people. So I'm going to use a clarifier at this point, and I've got the number 31 card. So that number, as far as numerology goes, is actually number 4. And this is the joining card. So as I was saying, there's a lot of love, whether you're looking at work, whether you are looking at a very new relationship, whatever front you're on, there is definitely a joining, maybe a joining of a partnership if it's coming for business. Now the number 4 is a very strong, stable, down-to-earth, methodical, and devoted type of energy. The negative aspects could be a little vulgar, crude, or jealous, and maybe lacking of an imagination. But because I always really like to try to focus on the positive things, as it is what keeps our frequency high, then I feel like because there's so much love around this reading and so much green, that they're giving me the word precise. Like there's precise timing at hand here. And you've worked really hard, specifically over the last probably 2 years to come out of your shell. Some of you are suffering from, and I'm going to say this because, and I hate actually, hate. I think I pinpointed something I need to change about myself. I really dislike when somebody tells me that I'm mama bearing it, but that's kind of what I'm feeling with you guys. That some of you females are starting to be, are a little bit of a mama bearer, but eventually you run out of people to mama bear, and the only person you can mama bear is yourself. Okay? So I also feel like there's also Aries is connected. It is connected with the number 4, but I do feel like it's going to be coming in and playing a huge role right around November. And also, I don't usually do the traditional tarot, but I also feel like there is an energy of king or emperor that would be around you. And that represents the highest leadership. And it's an archetypal ruler that is responsible for affairs of society and community. So I feel like for some of you, and I'm going to actually split this into work here, I feel like some of you are going to get a chance to really show that you know what you're doing. So be prepared to boost your confidence immensely prior to that happening. But I feel like a lot of you, when you're moving into this, when it's talking about joining, or you're moving into this sector where your work is going to be affected, your career is going to be affected, you're going to want to draw in some of your inner resources here and get a course of action down. So that's what I mean. This is where we're going to draw the line. Like, okay, there's a lot of love, but then I said we get a lot of love maybe in the work career aspect. That's where we're moving into. Get your ducks in a row. It's going to be a lot easier for you, especially with the Emperor or the King card coming up. Because not everything, as I love to say, is as smooth as butter. But when you're joining, it's when you're joining work, businesses, forces, this could even be like joining 2 different families together. You've got to have the conversation. You have to have a plan. Who has what abilities and where are they going to be used? Okay? And I do feel like if this is work related, you are, there may be something small that comes up. So, you might just be thinking that, okay, you're right on the cusp of this, and then something happens and you're taking like a mini step back. But no worries. It is what it is. With everything that happens on the other side, with astrology, with karma, with other people's free will, don't worry about it. It's all going to work out. So, get rid of any sort of self-limiting beliefs, habits, and make sure your appearance is top notch, because not that is the most important thing, but you feel good when you look good. Okay, let's just say that right off the bat. So I'm actually going to flip this other clarifier over for you, and this one has to do with this is the number 8 card. So this is infinity. So there's death that's coming up of a situation. So I want to kind of go back to, if you're not joining partnership and you're also or you're also thinking about doing a new, acquiring a new position, then they're saying like there's going to be temptation to stay in your comfort zone. I really feel like coming out of your comfort zone, if you're not in, if so we went from relationship to work, and now we're looking at someone who is maybe not going into a partnership, but looking to totally get out of whatever they are. Maybe you've lost your job. I'm getting like, it feels gross. It's so uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable. But it's temporary uncomfortable because I think that you're not recognizing your organic and authentic truths to what you have and what you have to offer. And I think that this doesn't only just serve work related, but I think it's relationship wise. I think that there are some of you that see a lot of people playing and having fun in their life, and for some reason you feel like you're only limited to how much that you can have. But it's only your belief system that is actually limiting you. I feel like some of you are going to have to be making some tough decisions, especially health-based. And this, I'm telling you, this, I'm not talking to specifically somebody that's in their 20s. I'm talking to somebody, you are definitely Virgo who is a little bit older. So you're going to have to come out of your comfort zone, okay? There's probably, and where I had said there's a lot of green, so we've got the heart chakra involved. This is going to be slightly painful for some of you, the ones who are taking this step, possibly making a move, completely doing something out of your character that either you are forced into having to do because the universe is, the universe is making you no matter who is forcing you to do it. But so we've got a lot of different aspects. We've got the relationship stuff that if you're already coupled or you're right there, you've done the work, then you've got this joining that's going to happen. If it's work-wise and you're looking for a partnership, then yeah, you've got to find some common ground, get your ducks in the row. And then you've got these single people or the people who are kind of looking to venture out on their own at work, you know. So this, you know, it's infinity. It's coming to completion. But you're coming to the point of it coming to a completion, okay? And with those who have done the work, with those who are awakened that have done the work, then you are going to be reaping those benefits. I'm giving from November to February, that kind of a time window. I specifically feel like there's a Virgo out there or several of you that are dealing with two different people. And because you've got a little cuspy energy, you might not realize whether you're, I kind of feel like it's more with the Leo Virgo cusp rather than the Virgo Libra cusp, but it could go either way. I feel like some of you may have a third party involved, so this doesn't necessarily mean like relationship wise cheating, but there can be a lot of thoughts. I know there's I know going back to Gemini, we had a lot of different kind of thoughts going on. So if you're a Virgo with maybe a sun, moon, or rising sign with Leo or Gemini, then you've definitely got probably this third party type of situation, 3 ideas that you're tossing around, but there's definitely the number 3 that's coming up. So the other thing here too is right now I feel like as we enter into October, your senses are going to be really heightened. You've got your birthday month here. But as we start to elevate in the frequency, when it starts to get a little colder, like in this hemisphere, the veil becomes a little thinner. So we actually just passed the, and I believe it's the month that the Chinese people celebrate their dead. So we just, we're just coming, we're only about halfway through that, I believe. You can check on my Facebook page. I have a little blurb. I just did an event, but it's for the Chinese for their month of the dead. So we're coming out of that, but then we're also coming into All Hallows Eve too. And so really we're looking at, so from September, October, November, right around December 21st, I think that our senses are going to be really heightened just because of the energy that goes into coming into the new year. And I think this year we're going to have a lot more celebration because we need that positive experience. And I feel like Virgos, you guys might be the ones to kind of ground some of this energy. So if you're in a community and you want to bring some positive energy in, like I told Leo, if you're going through a hard time, the best way to get through that is to go be of service. So for you guys with this high energy coming in, go out and create or be of service, because we have a lot of communication with the other side, which not only means like talking to the dead or doing mediumship, it means channeling. We channel all the time. We just don't specifically realize, are we channeling negative or are we channeling positive? When we're with positive people, we're channeling positive. If we're around petty people, then we're channeling negative. So you are really grounding in right now, and I really believe, again, I'm not an astrologer, but I really believe it's because you are the grounding force of the month for September, and things just get heightened from there. So go out and spread your like pixie dust, or go out and spread your love and your sunshine, Virgo, because it's all about the love for you. Let's see. I also have the word temptation coming up, and I know that that was with also the death card. So for some of you, you may be tempted to be a little flighty with love. So I just want to put out there, just be very careful about who you share your love energy with. Excuse me. Allow your heart to be fully opened. But if you're looking at love and thinking that it's you're going to be fruitful in a sexual way, to express your love that way, with many different partners maybe this month, or I don't know, they're talking about doing something like experimenting. So whatever this means to you, it's not a good month to be throwing that free love mojo around, because I think a lot of you are going to have some unexpected things that occur. Because this is a time for channeling, you need to be careful about what you're channeling. You understand what I'm throwing at you? So if you want to manifest a baby, go ahead and throw your love mojo all out there. If you want to manifest an STD, go ahead. You get what I'm saying? So be careful how you're throwing your love energy out there, because go forth with the heart. Go forth with throwing it with the heart. And I know you, because you guys are going to feel really good this month. And that's why I'm talking like this to you. You're going to feel really good, and you're going to want to spread some love. But just make sure you're doing it heart-centeredly. And with someone that's going to reciprocate, okay? Not reading into it any more than that. Free will, folks. Free will. The other thing that I'm also picking up on, I think for a lot of you, there's going to be a lot of animal wisdom that's going to be coming through for you. So watch out for animals that are sending you messages. The owl comes to mind for me, for you. And I believe he's coming in to speak about being aware of your surroundings. You might be new to a place, but that doesn't mean you always have to act new. Fake it till you make it. And own it, Virgo. And I kind of feel things pulling away from me. So I hope that, Virgos, this reading was helpful to you. And if not all of it, but maybe just a little bit of it connected with you, feel free to message me about getting your own private reading. And you can do that by going to my website at iwanttobeempowered.com. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. I love connecting with you. You guys are a great sign, and I love to see all of the love floating around for you for the rest of this month on into, for some of you, February of 2018. So much peace and many blessings, Virgos, and I'll catch you in a couple weeks.